Fruits that may harm. Senior health. Have you considered that several fruits you consume regularly might be secretly damaging your health? As we grow older, our bodies undergo changes, and certain foods that were previously harmless can become hazardous, particularly if you're on medication or managing conditions such as diabetes, cardiac issues, or renal problems. Just recently, an elderly gentleman in his 70s experienced severe disorientation and unsteadiness, all because of a fruit he had been consuming for decades without concern. His situation isn't unique. Countless elderly individuals unknowingly eat fruits that could potentially jeopardize their well-being. Today, we're unveiling several fruits that older adults should avoid, and more importantly, safe and delicious alternatives to maintain your health without unnecessary risks. Some might surprise you, and the last one is something many people consume daily without realizing the potential danger. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from in the comments section. I enjoy seeing the reach of our community, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to ensure you never miss essential health tips like these. Now, let's begin with the first fruit on our list, one that appears innocuous but can actually be toxic to seniors. Exotic star-shaped fruit, the hidden danger. This exotic star-shaped fruit may appear as a harmless tropical delicacy, but for older adults, it can be extremely dangerous, even life-threatening, especially for those with kidney issues. The hidden danger lies in a certain neurotoxin that healthy kidneys can filter without issue. However, many seniors have diminished kidney function without realizing it. When this toxin accumulates in the bloodstream, it can cause disorientation, confusion, nausea, convulsions, and even unconsciousness. William, an elderly gentleman from the Southeast, thought he was making a healthy choice by adding this star-shaped fruit to his morning smoothies. Within days, he began experiencing sudden memory lapses, dizziness, and extreme fatigue. Initially, he attributed it to aging, but his symptoms worsened until he collapsed at home. His family rushed him to the hospital where doctors discovered the fruit had triggered severe neurotoxic effects due to his mild but undiagnosed kidney condition. "I had no idea this fruit could cause such problems," he admitted after recovering. This isn't an isolated case. Medical organizations warn that for seniors with kidney impairment, even a small amount can cause serious neurological damage. The alarming part? Many people don't know their kidneys are struggling until it's too late. Symptoms like fatigue, swollen ankles, or changes in urination could indicate reduced kidney function. If you enjoy tropical fruits, consider alternatives like Asian pears, which have a crisp, juicy texture without the risks, or dragon fruit, which provides a similar exotic appeal but is completely safe. These alternatives are widely available and won't endanger your health. Have you or someone you know ever had a reaction to this star-shaped fruit? Let us know in the comments. Now let's move on to the next fruit on our list, one that seems perfectly safe, but can cause serious blood sugar spikes and even be a choking hazard for seniors. Small round fruits, the blood sugar trap. These small, round fruits are often seen as a quick, healthy snack, easy to eat, sweet, and refreshing. But for seniors, they can be surprisingly dangerous, especially for those managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, which affects nearly half of Americans over retirement age. The issue? These fruits are loaded with natural sugar. Just a small serving contains as much sugar as several sugar cubes. Because they have a high glycemic index, they can cause rapid blood sugar spikes, leading to fatigue, dizziness, and long-term complications like nerve damage and vision problems. Elizabeth, a woman in her late 60s from the Midwest, thought she was making a smart choice by swapping her afternoon cookies for a bowl of these small round fruits. Within weeks, her blood sugar became unstable, affecting her energy, mood, and even her eyesight. "I never imagined that something as simple as these fruits could have such a strong effect on me," she shared during a follow-up appointment. But sugar isn't the only danger. These fruits are also a serious choking hazard for seniors. As we age, our swallowing reflex slows down, increasing the risk of choking. Because they have a smooth, slippery surface, they can easily get stuck in the throat, especially if eaten whole. Safety organizations report a significant increase in choking incidents involving these fruits among seniors in recent years. What's a safer alternative if you love snacking on fruit? Try fresh berries like blueberries or raspberries, which have less sugar and are packed with antioxidants that support brain health. Another great option is melon chunks, which provide a similar sweetness but with better portion control. If you must have these small round fruits, here's a simple rule. Always cut them into quarters to reduce choking risk and limit yourself to a small portion at a time. Pairing them with a protein source like cheese can also help slow sugar absorption and prevent spikes in blood sugar. Have you ever experienced unexpected effects from eating these fruits? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now let's move on to the next fruit on our list, one that's widely praised for its health benefits, but can secretly wreak havoc on your digestion and medication effectiveness. Citrus fruits. The acid reflux. These citrus fruits are packed with vitamin C and antioxidants, making them seem like the perfect immune-boosting fruit. But for seniors, they come with unexpected risks, especially for those dealing with acid reflux, medication interactions, and dental sensitivity. One of the biggest issues with these fruits is their high acidity. As we age, the muscle that keeps stomach acid from rising into the esophagus weakens, leading to acid reflux and heartburn. In fact, the majority of adults past retirement age experience acid reflux, and citrus fruits are one of the biggest triggers. Sarah, an elderly woman from the northern states, drank a glass of fresh juice from these fruits every morning, thinking it was boosting her immune system. Instead, she found herself waking up in the middle of the night with severe heartburn and a burning sensation in her throat. After cutting out these citrus fruits, she finally started sleeping through the night. Again, I never connected my acid reflux to these fruits until my doctor pointed it out, she admitted. But there's another hidden risk. These fruits can interfere with dozens of common medications that seniors take, including blood pressure pills, cholesterol, medications, and antidepressants. According to medical centers, consuming these fruits or drinking their juice within hours of taking these medications can affect how well they work, potentially putting your health at risk. These fruits can also damage tooth enamel, which becomes thinner with age. The constant exposure to citrus acid can lead to increased tooth sensitivity, decay, and even enamel erosion over time. So what's the alternative? You don't need these citrus fruits to get your daily dose of vitamin C. Instead, try red bell peppers, which actually contain more vitamin C than these fruits but without the acidity. Another great option is kiwi, which is packed with nutrients and easy on the stomach. If you absolutely must have these citrus fruits, follow these safety tips. Never eat them on an empty stomach. Dilute their juice with water to reduce acidity, and avoid consuming them within hours of taking medications. Have you ever experienced acid reflux or digestive discomfort after eating citrus fruits? Let us know in the comments. Now, let's move on to the next fruit on our list, one that's often called a superfood but could actually be sabotaging your weight and affecting your medications. Green creamy fruit, the hidden fat. Bomb. This green creamy fruit is often praised as a superfood, loaded with healthy fats and nutrients. But for seniors, too much of a good thing can become a problem. While it does offer heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, it is also extremely calorie-dense. And for older adults, this can lead to unwanted weight gain, medication interactions, and even unexpected allergic reactions. One medium-sized portion contains about as many calories as an entire meal. For some seniors, health organizations warn that as we age, our metabolism slows down and we require fewer calories. Eating this fruit regularly without adjusting portion sizes can lead to gradual weight gain, which in turn puts extra strain on the joints, heart, and overall mobility. Thomas, an elderly gentleman from the western states, started eating this fruit on toast every morning, believing it was a healthier breakfast choice. Within months, he gained significant weight, which worsened his joint pain and made daily activities more difficult. I thought I was eating healthy, but I didn't realize how calorie-dense this fruit was until my doctor pointed it out, he shared. But weight gain isn't the only concern. This green fruit can also interfere with certain medications, including blood thinners, blood pressure medications, and even some antidepressants. The high levels of certain vitamins in this fruit can reduce the effectiveness of blood-thinning medications, increasing the risk of dangerous blood clots. Despite their health benefits, consuming too much of this fruit can also affect certain mineral levels, which can be risky for those with kidney disease or heart conditions. Another surprising risk is allergic reaction, particularly for seniors who have certain sensitivities. Studies show that a percentage of people over retirement age have related allergies. And since this fruit contains similar proteins, it can trigger allergic reactions even if you've eaten them safely in the past. Symptoms range from mild itching and stomach discomfort to severe breathing difficulties. So what's the solution? If you enjoy the taste and texture of this green fruit, but want to avoid the risks, try heart-healthy alternatives like olive oil or small servings of nuts, especially walnuts and almonds, which provide similar nutrients without the medication interactions. If you do eat this fruit, limit yourself to a small portion per day, always pair it with other foods, and monitor any unusual reactions. Have you noticed changes in your weight, digestion, or medication effectiveness after eating this green fruit? Share your experience in the comments. Now let's move on to the next fruit on our list, one that's a summertime favorite but can actually disrupt your body's fluid balance and spike your blood sugar. Large, juicy summer fruit. The fluid balance disruptor. This large, juicy fruit is often seen as the perfect summer snack, hydrating, refreshing, and naturally sweet. But for seniors, this fruit can be surprisingly problematic, especially for those with heart disease, kidney issues, or diabetes. While this fruit is mostly water, its high natural sugar content and potential to disrupt fluid balance make it a risky choice for older adults. One of the biggest concerns is its high glycemic index. Despite being mostly water, this fruit can spike blood sugar levels just as quickly as soda, according to health associations. A moderate serving can affect blood sugar levels as much as a sugary beverage, making it a risky choice for seniors with diabetes or insulin resistance. Dorothy, an elderly woman from the Southwest, thought she was making a healthy choice by eating this fruit daily to stay hydrated during the summer. But within days, she began experiencing unusual swelling in her legs and shortness of breath. She was rushed to the hospital where doctors discovered that her body was retaining too much fluid, making it harder for her heart to function properly. What she didn't know was that this fruit's high water and mineral content can throw off the body's fluid balance, especially for those on diuretics or heart medications. For seniors with kidney disease, this fruit poses another hidden danger. The high levels of certain minerals can be difficult for aging kidneys to process, leading to irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and even heart failure in severe cases. Since many adults over retirement age have reduced kidney function, consuming too much of this mineral-rich food can silently put their health at risk. So what's a safer way to stay hydrated and refreshed? Instead of this summer fruit, try cucumber slices infused in water for a naturally hydrating option without the sugar spike. Frozen berry chunks are also a great alternative, offering sweetness while helping to regulate blood sugar levels more effectively. If you absolutely love this summer fruit, here's a safety guide to follow. Limit yourself to a small portion per serving. Always eat it with a protein source like nuts or cheese to slow sugar absorption, and avoid eating it late in the evening to reduce fluid retention. Have you ever noticed bloating or blood sugar spikes after eating this summer fruit? Let us know in the comments. Now, let's move on to the next fruit on our list, one that many seniors eat to help with digestion, but in reality, could be causing more harm than good. Tropical enzyme-rich fruit, the digestive system challenger. This tropical fruit is often recommended as a digestive aid because it contains natural enzymes that help break down proteins. But while it may be beneficial for some, for seniors, this fruit can cause unexpected health risks, including dangerous medication interactions, allergic reactions, and digestive discomfort. One of the biggest concerns is how this fruit affects common medications. Health authorities have issued warnings about this fruit's ability to interfere with blood thinners, diabetes medications, and even some antibiotics. The enzymes can enhance the effects of blood thinners, increasing the risk of uncontrolled bleeding and bruising. For seniors managing blood sugar levels, this tropical fruit can alter how the body absorbs insulin and diabetes medications, leading to unpredictable blood sugar swings. Grace, an elderly woman from the West Coast, started eating this fruit daily to help with digestion. Within weeks, she noticed her blood pressure medication wasn't working as well, and her blood sugar levels became harder to control. After discussing it with her doctor, she discovered that this fruit was interfering with her medication's effectiveness, making it harder for her body to regulate key functions. Another hidden danger is this fruit's connection to certain allergies. Research shows that a significant percentage of seniors with related allergies also react to this fruit, even if they've eaten it safely in the past. These allergic reactions can start with mild itching in the mouth and stomach discomfort, but in severe cases they can lead to breathing difficulty, swelling, or even anaphylaxis. Finally, while the enzymes help some people digest food, for seniors with sensitive stomachs or acid reflux, they can actually irritate the digestive lining, leading to bloating, acid reflux, and stomach pain. Many of my older patients have reported that after retirement age, this fruit no longer helps their digestion, but instead causes more discomfort, notes a specialist. So what's a better alternative for digestive health? Instead of this tropical fruit, try probiotic-rich foods like plain yogurt or fermented vegetables, which promote gut health without interfering with medications. Ginger tea is another excellent option. It's gentle on the stomach and naturally reduces bloating and nausea. If you love this fruit, follow these safety tips. Never eat it on an empty stomach. Check with your doctor or pharmacist about medication interactions and start with only a small portion to test your tolerance. Have you ever noticed unexpected side effects after eating this tropical fruit? Let us know in the comments. Now let's move on to the final fruit on our list, one that many seniors eat daily thinking it's healthy, but it could actually be putting their heart at risk. Yellow curved fruit, the mineral overload risk. This yellow curved fruit is one of the most commonly eaten fruits in the world, known for its convenience, natural sweetness, and high mineral content. But for seniors, too much of certain minerals can become a serious problem, especially for those with kidney disease, heart conditions, or those taking certain medications. These minerals are essential for muscle function and heart health. But as we age, our kidneys become less efficient at regulating their levels. In fact, about many adults over retirement age have reduced kidney function, often without knowing it. When the body can't remove excess minerals properly, it can lead to a dangerous condition which can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Richard, an elderly gentleman from the southern states, had been eating 2 of these fruits daily for years, believing they were a great source of energy. One morning, he suddenly felt lightheaded, weak, and had a racing heartbeat. At the hospital, doctors found that his mineral levels were dangerously high, putting him at risk for a serious heart arrhythmia. His doctor advised him to cut back on these fruits immediately. Beyond mineral concerns, these fruits are also high in natural sugar, which can lead to blood sugar spikes, especially for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes. Since they contain mostly fast-digesting carbohydrates, they can cause a rapid rise in blood sugar followed by an energy crash, leaving you feeling more tired than before. So what's a better alternative if you're looking for a low-mineral, energy-boosting fruit? Try berries like strawberries or blueberries, which provide essential vitamins and antioxidants without the mineral overload. If you enjoy the texture of this yellow fruit, consider baked sweet potatoes, which offer slow-releasing carbohydrates and fiber, helping to keep your blood sugar stable. If you still want to enjoy this fruit, follow these safety tips. Limit yourself to half a fruit per serving, avoid eating them on an empty stomach, and check with your doctor if you're taking medications that affect mineral levels, such as diuretics or blood pressure medications. Have you ever experienced fatigue or heart palpitations after eating this yellow curved fruit? Let us know in the comments. Now that we've covered all these fruits, let's wrap up with some key takeaways to help you make smarter, safer fruit choices as you age. Why seniors need to be more mindful of fruits. We've covered several dangerous fruits that can pose serious health risks for seniors, but you might be wondering, aren't fruits supposed to be healthy? The truth is, while fruits are packed with vitamins and nutrients, not all fruits are created equal, especially as we age. How aging changes the way our bodies process. Fruits, as we get older, our metabolism slows down, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, and our organs, especially the kidneys, heart, and liver, have to work harder to process the foods we eat. Certain fruits that were once completely fine in your younger years can suddenly become problematic in your golden years and beyond. Slower kidney function. Your kidneys naturally decline in efficiency over time. This means they may struggle to filter out excess minerals from certain fruits or toxins from exotic varieties. Increased sensitivity to sugar. Many seniors develop insulin resistance or diabetes, making high-sugar fruits more dangerous than they seem. Weaker digestion. The stomach produces less acid as we age, making it harder to break down acidic fruits, leading to reflux and stomach discomfort. Medication interactions. Many seniors take daily medications that can be impacted by certain fruits. Some varieties interfere with blood pressure and blood-thinning medications, which could lead to serious complications. Understanding these changes doesn't mean you have to cut out fruit completely, but it does mean you need to be smarter about which ones you eat and how you eat them. The myth of healthy eating. Why not? Everything natural is safe. Many seniors believe that because something is natural, it must be healthy. But just because a food is whole and unprocessed doesn't mean it's safe for everyone. Honey is natural, but it's still sugar and can spike blood sugar levels just like processed sweets. Nuts are natural, but they're high in calories and fat, which can lead to weight gain and digestion issues if overconsumed. Salt is a natural mineral, but too much can cause high blood pressure and kidney problems. Fruits are the same way. What's good for one person may not be good for another, especially in different stages of life. Smart fruit choices. What you should eat instead. Instead of worrying about what fruits to avoid, let's talk about what fruits are best for seniors. The best choices are low in sugar to prevent blood sugar spikes, gentle on digestion to avoid reflux and stomach issues, and safe for kidney and heart health, meaning low in certain minerals and acids. Here are some of the best fruit choices. For seniors, berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, packed with antioxidants, low in sugar and great for brain health. Apples, high in fiber, low in sugar, and great for digestion. Just make sure to chew them well or eat them sliced. Pears, similar to apples but softer, making them easier to chew and digest. Kiwi, high in vitamin C without the acidity of citrus fruits. Melon, cantaloupe, honeydew, lower in sugar than some other fruits but still hydrating and delicious. By choosing the right fruits, you can still enjoy delicious flavors and important nutrients without putting your health at risk. Making smarter, safer choices. As we age, our metabolism slows, our organs work harder, and what once was a harmless snack can now have unexpected consequences. But the good news is there are always safe and delicious alternatives. Whether it's replacing citrus fruits with bell peppers for vitamin C, swapping large summer fruits for cucumbers to stay hydrated, or choosing berries over small round fruits to protect blood sugar, small changes can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Your health is too precious to take unnecessary risks. By making informed choices and listening to your body, you can continue to enjoy the foods you love while protecting your well-being. If you've noticed changes in how certain fruits affect you as you've gotten older, share your experience in the comments. Your insight could help others in our community. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more health tips designed specifically for seniors. Stay informed, stay empowered, and most importantly, stay healthy. Your future self will thank you for making smart choices today.